Welcome to the lounge and the week 1 recap. I'm going to do the best I can to try to keep this up. I think the video recaps is a great idea. Just not 100% sure how long I can do it. It is difficult. I thought it was going to be a lot easier, and it's not. It's going to actually be a lot harder, but you know, I think it's going to be worth it. All right, we're going to start week 1 out. We're going to start PB&J against Freedman All-Day Amusement Park. PB&J takes them down 140.1 to 88.2. Let's see, Coach Paul and Jimmy, Devontae Adams, solid performance, 17.3 points. They got that, 88 yards receiving with a touchdown. But it was Tyreek Hill. My God, this guy is a beast. 38.8 points. I think he got 6 of those points on a run back, but he had 7 receptions for 169 yards, 2 TDs. Giving Coach Jimmy and Paul 38.8 points. By far their best performer. The Gronk had 7 receptions for 123 yards and a touchdown, giving him 19.8 points for PB&J, totaling 140.1. Not going to do it. Freedman All-Day Amusement Park, not going to do it, 88.2. Let's see, his best performer, Mr. Gurley. No surprise there, Mr. Gurley, 108 yards on the ground. He had 39 yards in the air with a TD, giving Coach Tim 22.2 points. Cam Newton, 17 for 26 for 161 yards. No TDs, 18.2 points. The only other, notable double digits was from the defense, Rams defense, 15 points. Freedman All Day is going to go 0-1, and he'll face Pottstown Rat Bastards in week 2. And PB&J is going to fly off to the Bird's Nest in week 2. Let's see. So PB&J 1-0. Coach Tim 0-1. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Let's see. They face Belichick's Hoodies. My God. Coach Todd and Evan. What a draft they had. Alvin Kamara. Boy. 38.6 points from Kamara. 29 yards on the ground with 2 TDs. This guy had 112 yards in the air. Not a receiver. Giving Belichick's Hoodies 38.6 out of Kamara. Joe Mixon, 23.4 points. 95 yards on the ground with a TD. He had 54 in the air. 5 receptions with a half-point PPR. It adds up. 23.4 out of Mixon. Michael Thomas, my God, Saints. Big loss, but they put up big numbers. 30 points out of Michael Thomas. He had 180 yards receiving with a touchdown. 112.8 points is going to do it in week 1 for Coach Todd and Evan. They're going to face Just Bless 'Em in week 2. Coach Doug is going to face G5 in week 2. So Coach Doug 0-1, Todd and Evan 1-0 heading into week 2. Then we go to G5 Big Dick Players against the Bird's Nest. The Bird's Nest takes them down 113.1 to 99.5. We'll start with the winning team here. Coach Brad, Drew Brees, 37 for 45, 439 yards with 3 TDs and lost the game. But winner for Coach Brad with 31.6. Melvin Gordon, 15 rushes on the ground for 64 yards, but this guy had 102 yards in the air. Not a receiver, guys, not a receiver. 9 receptions, 102 yards, 23.1 points. Another stellar guy on Coach Brad's teams, Julio Jones. 10 receptions, 169 yards. He didn't get in the end zone, but he did get 23 points for the Bird's Nest. 113 points is going to take the victory over G5. Coach Brad is going to face PB&J in week 2. And Jason Perkins, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, 2 0-1 teams, and it looks like 2 1-0 teams next week for these guys. Just Bless 'Em against Dig My Butker. That one's going to be a tough one. That one's going to be a tough one all year. Dig My Butker, but I'll get it right. Just Bless 'Em, 144.8 points to Dig My Butker, 140.8. Definitely the game of the week. No doubt about it. Just Bless 'Em. Coach Ron takes the high score. $100 for Coach Ron in this matchup. Phillip Rivers, 29 points from 34 for 51 with 424 yards, 3 TDs. James Conner, my God. Bell, who needs Bell? You can send me to Pittsburgh, probably not, and I'd rush the ball. 31 attempts on the ground for 135 yards and 2 TDs, had 57 yards in the air, giving James Conner 31.7 points. Keenan Allen, 8 receptions, 108 yards for a TD, 20.8 points. I got to go to Antonio Brown. I'm going to try to keep it to 3 players, but Antonio Brown, 19.8 points, 9 receptions, 93 yards for a TD, 144 points all day long for Just Bless Him taking the high score. No shame though in Dig My Butker other than the loss. They had a solid performance. They would have played anybody else this week, they would have beat them. Tom Brady does what Tom Brady does. He went 26 for 39, 277 yards in the air, 3 TDs for 21.3 points. Mike Evans, also a stellar performer, 7 receptions, 147 yards with a TD, 24.2 points. Dion Lewis, Tennessee. These guys got 2 running backs. Looks like these guys picked the right one. He had 16 rushes, 75 yards, and a TD. He also had 5 receptions in the air. Again, that half-point PPR, that adds up, 19.5. Also notable, he had David Johnson, Christian McCaffrey, all with double digits, 140 points. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Just Bless Him takes this one. Just Bless Him. 1-0, heading to Belichick's hoodies in week 2. Another 1-0 team. Dig My Butker will face me next week, 0-1. 2 0-1 teams facing off next week. We finalize with yours truly, Sherman's March against Pottstown Rat Bastards minus Bell. Still couldn't do it. I still couldn't beat him. Closer than I thought. I didn't think I had a shot in this one going into that late game on Monday night. Turns out it was a little closer than I thought. We're going to start with the winning team with Coach Brady and Gabe. They had A.J. Green going 92 yards with a TD, 16.2 points. Juju Smith-Schuster went 119 yards, 14.4 points. The Pepsi drinking Ginger got him 16.5 points. He went 21 for 28, 243 yards with a TD. All in all, Jordan Howard, maybe the only other notable player on their team. Not a great performance, but enough to beat Sherman's March. 105.1 for Coach Brady and Gabe for the Pottstown Rat Bastards. Yours truly, my God, Fournette goes out of the game. Who knows what's going on? Last I heard, he's day to day. That would be my luck. I don't even know where to go with my performers here. T.Y. Hilton, 46 yards, did get in the end zone for 13.1. My number 1 pick, Hopkins, didn't do a whole lot. He had 8 receptions, 78 yards, couldn't get in the end zone, 11.1 points. Marshawn Lynch, 11.9. Didn't think I'd be calling him out. Let's see, he had 41 rushes. He did get in the end zone for that TD. My high scorer was my kicker, Zuline. 16 points, total of 94.6. Not going to do it. I'm going to face in week 2 Dig My Butker. So again, 2 0-1 teams going at it next week. While Pottstown Rat Bastard heads to Freeman All Day Amusement Park. Timmy's 0-1, so we have a 1-0 and an 0-1 facing off in week 2. Okay, that is the recap for week 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I wish I could tell you it's going to get better. It's probably not. It's probably going to get worse. I'm going to do my best. Coming back at you next Wednesday for the recap. Try to get this uploaded tonight to get it out to you tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's having some fun. Good luck everybody in week 2.